Hey everybody, Kevin Anthony here, and in this video I am going to be talking about 4 erogenous zones that will drive her wild. Okay, before I do that, please make sure that you like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, so when thinking about erogenous zones on women's bodies, most people think about the obvious ones: her breasts, her nipples, her vulva, maybe her butt. These are things that people think about because they are generally associated with sexual activity. However, women have far more erogenous zones than that. And in fact, one of the things that Celine and I have been teaching for a long time is that with women, you don't want to go straight to those areas that I just mentioned. You want to start on the outside of her body and kind of work your way into those areas. It's very different for a man. With men, you can pretty much go straight to their genitals and they're happy about it. But with women, that's generally not the case. So you want to work with areas that feel a lot of sensation and that can really kind of stoke their fire before you get to the breasts or the genitals. So I'm going to give you just 4 today. There's a whole lot more. In fact, we created an entire handout. It's part of the Power and Mastery course that contains, I think it's 11 of these erogenous zones. And you can actually get a free version of this if you go to powerandmastery.com and you scroll down to the bottom of the page. There is an opt-in there for the Ultimate Sexual Mastery Guide. It's a free guide that we have. And this happens to be one of the things in that guide. So you'll get all 11 of them if you go there and you opt in for it. But let's just start with 4 that I think are really, really great and you should be doing on a regular basis. Number 1, her mind. As Celine used to say all the time, our mind is our biggest sex organ. The mind can absolutely make or break any sexual encounter. So you want to stimulate her mind. Talk to her. Most women actually like that, whereas with some men, too much talk can be a turnoff. Maybe it can prevent them from getting an erection. That's generally not the case with women. Yes, there are some women that don't really want to talk and just want to go straight for the sex, but they're really more the minority. So talk with her. Make her feel comfortable. Make her feel at ease. Tell her things that you love and appreciate about her. All of that will absolutely stoke her fire, make her wet, and make her want to have sex. Number 2 is her neck. Most women have a very sensitive erogenous zone around their neck, especially the back of their neck. So it's a great place to touch, to kiss gently, to run your tongue up and down, maybe give little love bites if she likes that. But it is a great place to really get her stimulated and get the energy flowing and moving. Don't underestimate the power of some good touch with your mouth or even with your hands on a woman's neck. All right, next one, the small of her back. This one also tends to be really, really sensitive, and it's really close to her butt as well. And so gently stroking your fingers from maybe the top of her butt crack up her lower back. You can do it right up the spine. You can do it on the sides. If she's got dimples back there, as many women do, you can gently touch the dimples. It tends to be extremely arousing for most women. And that's a great place, as is the neck, that you can do before your clothes even come off, because generally you can access those areas even if fully clothed. And so it's a great way when you're kissing and touching and cuddling to start to stoke that fire and really get the energy moving. All right, last one, her hip bones. So this is another place that is generally really sensitive. It's close enough to the genitals, but it's not going straight for the genitals. Now, I will say on this one, some women, for instance, Celine was so sensitive in this area that when I used to touch her there, she would literally go crazy, like, oh my God, it's too much, I can't take it. So that wasn't an area that I focused on with her very much. However, for most women, it is sensitive and stimulating, but not overstimulating. So it's a great place where you can, again, just touch gently. You can, use your mouth, kiss there gently, maybe move your tongue up and down it. And generally, it is a big turn on, and it can send some really powerful energy waves straight to her genitals and get her highly aroused. So those are 4 erogenous zones that you may or may not have thought of, that you may or may not be incorporating into your daily foreplay and lovemaking, but they are really important. And again, if you want more of those, because there are a bunch more of them, then go to powerandmastery.com, scroll down to the bottom, and opt in for your ultimate sexual mastery guide. You will get not only a bunch more erogenous zones, but a ton of additional information, knowledge, material. It is really a fantastic guide for being free. So I highly recommend that you go check that out.